Okay, now let's talk about an interesting topic. This is very much a topic that you probably don't think about every day, so it's going to be interesting. So we're going to talk about a little bit about something that's obvious, but we talked about pushing, right, this solar plexus for posture, right? If you do though, your body will expand, and if you exaggerate, keep on going, I mean, eventually you will arch back a little bit, and that's too much. And then, obviously, right, the other side is that if you, just like you do sit-ups, if you contract this body core here, I mean, your body's gonna go forward and crunch up, right? It's very obvious. Now, there's only a couple ways, right, you can stand up, and really, it's really not obvious, but when your front side contraction, right, balances the back side contraction, then it's basically net zero, and then so you're gonna balance out, right? Otherwise, I'm gonna have no power here, and you can also stand up, stand straight too, or lay down for that matter, you're not using any muscle. But for as long as you do practice, you are gonna contract and use some power in the front, and you're gonna use some power in the back, right? So we talked about pushing the solar plexus forward, but this time, right, I want you to shrink this a little bit, but I want you to do so without changing the posture, right? How do you do that? You basically try to contract. Now I'm tensing a little bit in the front, and then the same equal power I'm going to contract in the back so that it's net zero. So this, I'm somewhat relaxed. This, I'm contracted in front and back. So maybe just looking at it, right? Maybe looking at it, it's very hard to tell. You can't tell, right? Just standing here or tensing up, you can't really tell, right? I'm of course making it a little bit more obvious for you to see, but I can do it without you noticing at all. So what's important is don't think of contracting here as a sit-up. You're not trying to get your face down. Your purpose is not to bend your body, but see if you can tense this portion of your core without bending or changing anything in the posture. At that point, you'll feel everything going to the center of the body, right? Right? The difference is you're not doing this anymore. You're more doing contraction this way, but you're just not bending down. And this is what I talked about earlier about how to use the core when you punch Chudan. You need to shrink this when you punch Chudan. When you punch Jodan, you will expand, right? And there are different ways of proving that that's how it is if you want to actually be effective. We're not going to go into that. I don't have a partner right now, but we can go through that. So let me do Chudan, which I'm going to contract here. I'm going to contract here, net zero. But this is how I would punch Chudan. Everything else, the wrist, the chest, everything stays the same. Okay. So now I'm going to be tired because not only I'm doing just here, I'm going to be using my entire core in the back, right, which is the entire upper body to do this. So try 10 times and I'll be tired. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,